Happy? Good. With Chris Locke.
Hello everyone and welcome to Happy Good, the only podcast narrated by the Dark Knight. Just kidding, it's me, Chris, your host. Happy Good, episode 21. How's it going? You guys feel like relaxing, feeling good, feeling happy? Good, me too. I don't know. Yeah, we gotta let loose, these days. I'm telling you, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't listened to the podcast before, Happy Good, and this is your first episode, what it is I just chat with you about really cool, it's kind of like a guided meditation, but it's meandering, and it's supposed to help you calm down, relax, and feel good for a half hour of the week, because as we all know, it's hard to feel good. But I'm also a comedian. I've been a comedian for a long time. And so I can't help but be funny. And so I try to make it funny too. I want you to feel good and laugh and feel good. For example, that amazing, hilarious Dark Knight impression off the top. I know you guys liked that so much. So here we go. We're with ourselves again. We're all together, and it's a crazy time. And sometimes people really drive you nuts and make you feel insane. And then you're like, well, how am I supposed to feel happy and good if got all these buggers bugging me? Screw off. I don't recommend you walk around the city streets yelling screw off at everybody, but man, wouldn't that be nice? Open up in there. Yeah, what do you want? Screw off. Why are you saying that to me? You're a prick. You bug me. I do? Come here, give me a hug. Look, the thing is we all need to love everybody and give each other hugs. I don't know. You know what? In previous episodes, I said we all need to love each other, and I don't know. Like, there's a part of me now where I'm like, I'm going to be honest. I've been going through a mindset of like, I don't care about that right now. I really don't. I'm being honest. There's some people that forget it. Don't want to think about them. Let them drift away into outer space, into a black hole, because they seem just really awful. And it seems like the human race is split into two different types of people, and they just will never mesh, opposing poles of the magnet, as they say. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to try and I think feeling good sometimes and relaxing and allowing yourself to feel good is to admit sometimes, and letting go of that and saying, I don't want to care about another person right now. I don't want to think of myself as, I have to be the one that is the bigger person and spread love and hug that person and say, I know that there is love inside you. No, I think you can let them go and not care about that right now. And I think that is a form of relaxing and being free as well. So let's just get going, and we'll go to a funnier place, but that was just like a little mood thing that I've been feeling lately that I wanted to get out there. If you can relate, go on at Happy Good World and say, hey, I can relate to that. I don't care. I don't want to care about anything right now. I want to be free. And I'll be like, yeah. Retweet my at Chris Locke World funny tweets, though, because I'm trying to build my numbers back up since my account got permanently suspended last year. I had to start all over again with my old podcast account. Anyways, that's another story. Follow me at Chris Locke World and help me get my numbers back up. Something weird happened last year. It was a wrongful thing. I was not a bad boy. It was an accident, but I got permanently suspended. And now I have a new thing called @Chris Locke World. It used to be called @Chris Locke Fun. It was a good time. This is a real meandering, rambly beginning to this one. And I have to keep clearing my throat. I apologize. So, let's help me get onto the same page as you. We'll all try to get on the same page together and do the deep breathing. Let's just do 3 nice deep breaths in and out. I'll count down from 3, and we'll do the first one in through the nose. Hold it, try to expand your lungs as wide as they can, and then we will do the massive exhale. And just think of all those negative people that you don't even want to care about anymore, like kind of what I'm saying earlier. Let's blow them out of our system, out of our mind. All these little dinks that are annoying us right now. We don't want to be with them right now. So I'll just count down 3, 2, 1, and inhale through the nose. Like, hold it and then exhale. See, you're already starting to feel good. You got one nice deep breath in there. You forget that you don't breathe that deep daily. No, you just do these little in and out anxious breaths as you run from task to task. And I know I rushed us into that one. I was like, 3, 2, 1 here, breathe. So we'll slow down now. I'm trying to slow myself down now too. And we'll do another one. Ready? Just in through the nose, inhale nice, like big inhale, feel the lungs expand. Big exhale. Like winds blowing across a ginormous empty, the Sahara Desert. That's it. It's the Sahara Desert. Let's do one last breath. And when you exhale, picture your ginormous exhale is pushing around sandstorms across the whole Sahara Desert. Okay, ready? Let's do an inhale through the nose one last time. Exhale. The winds of the Sahara, blowing the winds of the Sahara Desert. Pitch black night, nothing in the desert, all alone, except the moon and the enormous galaxy of stars above you. The whole universe is above you. Hello. You know, it's funny sometimes. We think of ourselves as bacteria growing on a meteor chunk that got caught in the gravitational pull of a star. Why would anything extra special and magic be out there waiting to show us the way or help us learn new knowledge or expand our civilization throughout the galaxy amongst to other stars and planets? Like, why would that happen? Why? Because we have grown out of this planet Earth just like anything else. Trees, pumpkins. I guess the autumn breeze has started blowing. It's early September and I'm already thinking of, how come pumpkins don't think like I think? As human beings, it's really funny because we expect so much of ourselves. We really do think of ourselves as the center of the universe. But we're just another creature with like a unique gift of being able to worry all the time and self-actualize or whatever. Go inside our heads and go, oh boy, psychoanalysis or whatever, you know? But if we are just this kind of like a version of a creature on the planet, just like any other creature that learned how to order sweatshirts online so that they show up delivery from Amazon or something. Like, that's what we've evolved to. We've evolved into a creature that can shop online. Yay! Why would we think that we are separate from, say, the rest of the fungi, flora and fauna that grows on this planet? Like an evolved alien race is going to meet us and go, finally, someone that gets me, that I can talk to, you know? It's like, let's go have a beer. Every alien that comes to planet Earth is from New York. Hey, let's go get a beer, you know? I think sometimes, maybe this episode I will just talk about these kind of like, maybe counterintuitive ways of helping you relax that's different. Like, you know, earlier I said it's like, you know what? You don't have to spread love and joy with all these people that have a hard shell around them, or they have an arrogant attitude or ignorant attitude, stubborn. You can be like, you know what? I don't care about you. I don't care at all. And it's relaxing to not worry myself with you right now. It's relaxing to be like, yeah, I don't really like respect you. I want you to just fly away into a black hole. Like, I actually don't really care. It doesn't bug me to think these things right now. You know, we've had some really fun adventures on this podcast, but maybe this is sort of like the episode where we talk about like a kind of, I don't know, darker, not as nice way of like, but ultimately the goal is helping you relax and help you feel good. It's about you. You're a good person. You need to feel good. You need to do what you want, and stuff bogs you down. Maybe another thing is like these fantasies we have all the time about like, what are we evolving to? Well, it seems like we're evolving to one day reach out and spread across outer space. Like Ding Dong Musk or whatever wants to like build condos on Mars and have a Starbucks there so everybody could eat their Starbucks cake pops on Mars. And they're like, it's so funny how we all used to be on Earth and now Earth is destroyed. But maybe we don't need to go far into the fantasies of where this planet is going, or where the human race is evolving towards, because who freaking cares, man? It means nothing to us. We are just lovely little tiny people that live our lives each day at a time. It doesn't need to be massive. It doesn't need to press its weight down upon you. Nothing actually truly happens. We make our minds panic and worry like as if something massive is happening every split second. But it's really not. We're being dictated to by social media accounts and news stations that, make money to sensationalize everything and freak you out and find the freakiest thing to say every 20 seconds. And it's okay. Yes, of course there is terrible things on the planet, and there's good and there's evil and there is all kinds of crap, and there are whatever. Let's just take this episode to say, I don't care though. I need to let go right now. I need to be with myself. I need to clear my mind, and I need to be free. Of course I love everybody. Of course. That's the thing. We have to always, when we have a conversation with people these days, we always have to add this like, what's the word? Like, we always have to make sure everybody understands. Like, okay, before I say an opinion or before I tell you an idea, I want you to know that I'm a good person and I think that everybody should be happy and it should be all love, and everybody is the same, and everybody is love, and we shouldn't have to qualify that every time we're going to say something. It's okay. Most of us are good people, and we don't want to hurt people, and we love people, and we love our opportunities on this planet, and we're lucky, and we know it. It's okay. You don't have to qualify that every single second of your life. You can learn and grow and still not feel shame and terror and horror and guilt every single second. You can grow. You can grow like a little stinky ding-dong bug. I'm growing! Do you know what a little tiny stinky ding-dong bug is? It's a bug that lives in old shoes that hang above telephone wires. You know when people do that? Electric wires, they throw like tied pair of shoes. Tiny little stinky ding-dong buds grow in there, and then they look out from out the shoe and they go, I'm growing! And they're growing because they're eating the sole of the shoe. Sometimes they eat the sole of the shoe so much that there's so many holes that the sole of the shoe ends up looking like Swiss cheese. And then when they walk around the shoe that they live in that's dangling up there above on the electrical wire, they go, be careful, there's a few holes over there, like they have friends over. Oh boy. You know what I'm talking about. Stinky little ding-dong bugs. I know that at the first half is like, hey, I just want to like laugh and go, whatever. You gotta let loose and you know it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The people who listen to my podcast, I love you. I appreciate you so much. But I've been in a mood this week. And it's been very hard for me to get down here and sit here to do it. Because I'm in this kind of mood. I'm not in a lovey-dovey, we are all one kind of mood. And that's okay. Like I've always said in episodes before, the honesty is the thing. We don't live in a world where we try to pretend that, the darkness doesn't exist. You have to acknowledge it. And I'm in that kind of mood right now. Darkness imprisoning me. All I see, absolute horror. Do you know that? That's from a song by Metallica called One. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, I'm trying to do the Metallica song probably over Drew Smith's beautiful background music, meditative music. Well, I could do, you know what? I don't mind things being special. I love this podcast because we've melted like orange popsicles into the giant ocean. We've been a duck that traveled all across space to meet a man in a cabin on a giant red planet. We've done so much fun stuff, and I love it. But maybe talking about these feelings we have can be relaxing too. The idea of letting go of this ginormous weight that the world puts back on you. And I don't mean the world, all natural. I'm talking about human beings. Human beings make money off of squishing other human beings into the dirt like stinky little ding-dong bugs. It's okay. It's how it works. But you gotta let yourself enjoy being free for a moment. Lie down on your bed in a nice pair of sweatpants shorts that you cut with scissors. Not saying that's what I'm wearing. You're probably wearing it too. And you wear the coziest clothes, and you lie on your bed and you put your arms and your legs and your hands in that position like you're a star. Like that painting that what's his name? Leonardo da Vinci did of man with the whatever. Is it? I don't know what it is. What the hell is that thing? He's like, look, this is how a man looks. There's his dinky, and his legs and arms are going this way and that. What do you want from me? I also invented a helicopter, but everybody laughed. Yeah, I heard Leonardo da Vinci is a jerk. See, that's what I'm saying. Who cares about every single thing? This is the episode. I'm going to call this episode Who Cares? And I love you guys so much who's listening right now and maybe like experiencing this real intimate moment with me right now. Let's promise, whoever listens to episode 21, let's promise that meditation is good, mindfulness is good, being in the moment is good, unity is good. All of us together, not all humans, just everything is all one. The universe, everything, it's good to go there. It's satisfying. It's lovely. But let's say sometimes when we're in one of those moods that's just hard to turn off, and it's hard to get into the fun, and it's hard to get into the free, we call this the who cares therapy. And we say, who cares? I don't care. It's not like some alien's gonna pull up in one of those tiny little Jetsons spaceships, like, and goes, hey, do you want to have a beer with me? I've traveled across the whole galaxy and I finally found a pal. No, that's not going to happen to us in our lifetime, but we know it. And that's why we go, who cares? Get out of here, you stinking little alien. You don't even know what I think or feel about you. Who cares therapy? It's my new favorite damn thing. And I'm not, and people are already getting defensive. They're going, I can't say who cares. It's my privilege to say who cares, and that is not nice, because there's so many people out there that have to care every single second. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. We don't know everything. We have to let go. And I'm not saying who cares to terror and mayhem and awfulness that does affect us. I'm saying we need moments to set aside every now and then when we are feeling tense and stressed out about everything, to say who cares for a sec, to allow us to let go and be mentally healthy for ourselves in a moment. Because we live in a world right now where we're trapped indoors a lot of the time, we're self-isolating, we're quarantining, all this crap. We're separate from each other. We can't hug many people. I hugged my mom today. It was her birthday. It was the first hug outside of my wife and daughters that I've done in 6 months. And I'm the type of guy, I go out drinking with my friends or have camaraderie. I love hugging everybody. I'm happy to hug everybody. It's been 6 months. It was my first hug with my mom. It was her damn birthday. And I was like, oh my God, I'm hugging another person. I'm going to die. I'm not going to, I don't think. But the thing is, it's like, this is the world we live in right now. And it's healthy for us to mentally say, who cares for a sec? We need to be alone. And we need to not be freaking Atlas over here with the weight of the world's on our shoulders all the time. We need to be free little stinky ding-dong bugs living in our own little isolated world for a sec by ourselves. Saying, yes, thank you. But if you don't mind, I feel like for the rest of the evening, I shall retire. And then you pour a little gin in a cup. That's it. This is Who Cares Therapy. Close your eyes. We're going to add another breath to this one, because I've obviously gotten amped up. But I love talking to you. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in again through the nose. Let it out. And part of Who Cares Therapy is that you close your eyes and you imagine being a little stinky ding-dong bug living in an old shoe that's suspended above the ground, hanging on an electrical wire by its shoelaces. And, luckily enough, when you get into the sole of the shoe that you've eaten for snacks and stuff, you also got a little cupboard there with some gin. And I'm not saying who cares, drown your sorrows with gin, everybody. No, I'm not saying if you don't want to drink and you've had a problem with alcohol, make it something else. Make it a jar of Cheese Whiz that you want to spread all over. Oh man, there's this store near me, this deli. Don't want to give it away, but oh my god, do you want to hear what they make? It's so funny because I mentioned these things in the last episode too. They make Jamaican beef patties that they split open and put coleslaw and Cheese Whiz in. Now some of you in Toronto will be like, oh, I know where you live, bud. I'm coming to Who Cares You all up the block. No, whatever. You can be a stinky little ding-dong bug in the sole of your shoe, hanging above the ground, suspended, hanging by the electrical wire by the shoelaces. There's another shoe on the other side banging into you with another little stinky ding-dong bug. Looks out the shoe and goes, hey, are you quarantining? Who cares? I need to be alone right now anyways. And then you have whatever your treat is. My treat right now is I pour some gin into a nice tumbler glass that has 2 ice cubes in it. And then I put a little soda water in there. And then I put a squirt of lime in there. And I go, ho, 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 yeah. Sip, sip, sip. And then you kind of like let off a little bit of steam. Again, if you're a person that has issues with alcohol or addiction or anything like that, I apologize. Luckily, I feel like I'm the type of person personally that can drink and not drink. But anyways, everybody's different. Make it your own thing. If it's like, oh, I get to eat a whole box of Ritz crackers. I had Ritz crackers the other day and I was like, remember these? So there's a part of me that feels like this episode may not be helping you relax per se and feel good. It's not as much a guided meditation. It's not as much mystical or spiritual in that realm of things. But I think that if you can feel empowered to say, who cares, and shut some stuff off every now and then. And again, I'm not saying actually, caring is bad. Obviously, we all care so much. That's why we hurt so much. But you need to allow yourself that time. And sometimes if you need to be aggressive to shut it off, just do it. Who cares? Just do it. Sit by yourself and meditate in a dark room and play with inside your mind. Go to a different galaxy all on your own. Go to that Sahara Desert and be that dusty wind that blows across the sandstorm, across the whole desert. Picture that. Picture a giant open area, massive, 360-degree angle, can't see anybody else in sight, nothing. It's just a giant, cold, freezing, middle-of-the-night desert. No clouds in the sky. The moon, the stars are out. And there's a huge dust storm blowing across the desert. Now think about that for a sec. That happens all the time, probably daily. And we, in real life, never see it. Nobody sees it. And yet it still happens. It's not happening. It's kind of like when a tree falls in the forest. Does it make a sound? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Why are you talking to me? Who cares? Let me be free. So, I'm going to wrap it up there. It was a different type of episode. But I love you so much if you stuck with it and you listened to me get these off my chest. I really hope this stuff kind of helped you too, or made you feel good, or made you laugh, or whatever. We're just a bunch of stinky little ding-dong bugs having a good time, being silly. My Patreon has a bunch of interviews up, a bunch of extra bonus stuff. I'm making another nighty night soon for my tier 2s that are like, where's the next nighty night? It's coming this week. And I've got another big interview. I hope you checked out Sarah Hennessy. An hour and I think 16 minutes or so of Sarah and I getting super real and talking about everything. We've known each other for so long. Like 16 years or something. And so the interview was so fun and funny, and she's so funny. So go subscribe to my Patreon and check out all the bonus goodies and tell everyone about it, because I know a lot of people like my podcast. It's nice, but there's so much extra bonus goodies on the Patreon. It's crazy. And you know, I'm a really nice guy usually, and I told you I'm in this mood, but I'll tell you something. I'm not a little freaking fool. Like, should I get into comedy and do... I've been doing comedy for a long time. I've been doing this stuff for... My podcast is good, dude. My Patreon bonus stuff is good, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's not like all this, like, whatever. It's not just because, like, I'm bored and it's the pandemic, so I started something. It's because I'm creative and I can't stop making stuff, okay? But it's good, dude. I talk to cool people and I learn interesting things, and I don't freaking know. And go on Twitter at Happy Good World. Go on Instagram at Happy Good World. And if you can go on iTunes and places like that and rate it 5 stars because of how good you think it is. This is a real aggressive, assertive episode, eh? I'm like in a weird mood, okay? I'll admit it. But I love you, so I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys. For regular listeners, you know that I'm not a cocky dink. I'm just kind of like being, I don't know. Go on Happy Good World and be like, yeah, I know. Let me know. It is my network producer that runs my Happy Good World Twitter account, not me, but I still see everything, obviously, and they let me know everything, so go. And give me good reviews, good ratings, and gimme, as they say. But if you're like, you just taught us to say who cares to all that, you can hear me promoting all my crap and go, who cares? Shut up, I don't care. I want to think about myself. I don't want to be all about your stuff. I'm with you. And I appreciate it. I don't care. I don't care either. Let's go outside. Let's do something for real. It's over. This one's over and I loved it. It was a lot of fun to like kind of have a ranty episode. Let's go outside and do that thing. Let's touch the bark of a crisp old tree. You know, just an old bugger that's reaching up into the sky and its branches are tickling the underbelly of the clouds, you know. I mean, obviously the clouds don't come down that low, but it sounded nice. And, you know, just take a deep breath in outside, just get that fresh air, you know, while you can, and blow it out, and, you know, stay free. That's what I want you guys to do. Just be as free as you want. Remember that. Stay free, okay? Love you guys. Thanks so much for checking it out, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network.